I was very new to LA. And I had just learned what sides were.
Yes.
Which are the things that you get for auditions. But I auditioned for a little project called I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant.
Oh.
Did you ever have to go out for that?
Is that a show, TV show?
It was a reality TV show with historical reenactments.
Ah, yes.
Where a lot of women don't realize that they're pregnant and they have toilet babies, usually.
Oh!
So I was auditioning to be one of the reenactors, and I was doing the scene, but apparently the sides that they had sent me, it was missing the last page, and that was really important.
Oh.
Because the last page had a seizure.
Oh, wow.
And it wasn't even like there was a line on the last page or anything like that. It was just the description, the action line, which is very important. Either that or I bet this is what it really was. I bet they sent me the full thing and I saw that there was no line on the last page. So I was like, don't need it, and didn't read it. I bet you anything that was what happened.
I think I've done that before.
Right?
Yeah,
and it's I don't have anything to say, so it's not important to me.
Pretty much,
But the action line is in there. That's she has a seizure. So I do this scene, and the casting director's sitting across from me. She's like, good. And then I just kind of hold the moment because I'm like, she didn't cut. This is weird. And she just goes, so this is where you seize. And I was like, sorry, what?
You seize.
Will you have a seizure?
You're supposed to seize.
And I was like, I didn't know what to say. So I was like, what kind of seizure? I would know the difference between
There's a big seizure and a small seizure. What degree of seizure?
What degree of seizure would you like today?
Like a twitch?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like a tick seizure?
So she doesn't even cut. She's just you're going into some kind of and it says the medical term as though I would know. So I just sat there and I was like, okay.
Right, yeah, at that point it's well, this isn't gonna be good. I'm
just gonna commit. And then
man.
And then I didn't know how to end it, so I just kind of slumped. And she was like, all right, thank you so much. Which is, the immediate
death.
audition, get the fuck out.
Right.
Yeah. So print out all the sides. Even if you don't have lines on it. There's some important things on there.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm sweating just thinking about that.
Yeah. It is always awkward though, even if there's nothing printed.
Yeah.
And they just hold the moment.
Right.
They keep
it's
it
either you're expected to make a button or
after your button. And then, you did holding the moment.
Yeah.
It's that's how you feel. Cause you're edit. What are you come on, we're done.
Cut. Yeah. Edit. Swipe the scene.
Cause on set, it's you're doing, it's actually happening. There might be another actor.
Right.
Right. But then in auditions, you're just in this room and you're like, I did it.
Yeah.
I fucking did the audition.
I feel at that point, that's just the director saying, make whatever choice you want. Have some kind of creative take. Agreed when you've already made your creative button and you're I'm witty. And then they hold on it.
Not reading the sides.
Yeah.
God damn.
Fully read the sides.
Classic problem. Oh yeah, there are times where, oh God, I shouldn't even say this, but I'll be in the waiting room and read over the sides and be like,
I miss it.
Oh, that's what that meant.
Mm-hmm.
Right before I go in.
But that's important too, because honestly, I mean, that keeps it fresh. But at the same time, I've heard the thing, don't over rehearse something.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I say rehearse it because you always find new things, and don't over rehearse it and being I'm gonna do this specific thing always.
No.
I feel
it doesn't work.
The more you rehearse it, the more you discover more about stuff.
Yeah.
How things are phrased or whatnot.
Yeah, and it's practicing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why self-tapes are kind of good because you can kind of find it.
Yeah.
In there.
Yeah. I always feel bad with self-tapes, especially when someone's reading with me. And I'm I'm still working on this.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's a whole other thing.
Right.